We have a very special Gibson Les Paul, a 1978 Gibson Artisan Les Paul. These were basically the top of the line Les Pauls, along with things like the 2550 and the Artist Les Paul. This one, it has a few modifications, but all of the important things are there, such as the original pickups and all of the original electronics that are untouched. With a guitar like this, that's all you could really ask for, so that's the main important part. Let's go into our video tour here. As you can see, the headstock has nicely aged into a nice golden hue. Not too much wear there. Now the truss rod cover is original. However, this screw is pretty well stripped, so I do not have it in all the way because I was able to get it out, and I would not suggest screwing that all the way back down. And this one has been refretted. Now usually people go, oh no, don't want to refret because that'll kill the nibs, because there's no more plastic running over that. But this guitar, it can just play so much better now that it had that modification done. The original frets on these were very low, but now these frets are very nice. You can definitely do some crazy bends on them. Alright. When I got this guitar, it was very dirty. I cleaned it up the best I could. It is a very dark walnut. Like, from far away it appears to be a 3-pickup Black Beauty, but when you get up really close and when you look at some pictures, you can see the nice golden walnut color on it. Alright. Now, the bridge and tailpiece here are replacements. They're basically, they look exactly like what should be on it, except for a 1978, this would be a TP6 tailpiece that has those fine tuners. A lot of people don't like those, and obviously the previous owner took it off at one point in time. These knobs, these two are vintage, as they have they glow under black light and they have the yellowing to them. These two are modern replacements. I believe these would normally come with like the reflector top hat knobs, but it is possible that it came from the factory with that. The pick guard is aged. I'm going to assume it's original. It looks fine. I actually prefer this guitar without a pick guard. There's obviously a lot of wear and tear on the gold of the pickups, but this one was definitely played. It's also important to note out, this screw is completely stripped. I mean, you could, if you really wanted to take enough time to get it out, you could, but as you can see in the pictures, I didn't have enough patience to get it out. This one is also kind of stripped, but I got it out. Not too much wear here on the top, as you can see. Just a little bit. Just some nicks and dings and polish scratches, which is always good. As you can see up here, the finish is a little bit hazed. That's because I didn't do a very good job polishing the sides. That could go away if you decide to clean it. You can see some scratches. Now, at some point in time, somebody decided to get crazy here on this bottom edge pin, and they drilled some extra holes. To me, it almost looks like somebody put like one of those like 1952 like trapeze tailpiece things in it. So I think those kind of had 4 holes there. Here's a nice angle of the wood grain this one has. Overall, there are a few bumps and bruises on the side. There's a little bit of bleeding into the binding. The sides are actually quite cherry red in some instances. Some light checking in the binding. There. Once again, this guitar was played, so it's got some buckle rash. Relatively mild in most areas, but obviously a big patch of it right there, and the light helps you see. So you don't have to be scared to play this one. As I said, you can look at the pictures. These are all original in here. Nothing's been touched. Always a plus. Yeah, and this bottom pin, we've already discussed about the holes, but that is not original, obviously. Not sure about that one, but it looks like what it would come with originally. The neck, it's the typical 60s profile, kind of thin, but it's nice. You can see we have some wear on the finish here. In pictures, it looks pretty rough. Honestly, in person, the feel is hardly any different than anywhere else of the finished part of the neck. So I don't think it's completely worn through, it just looks like it. There you can see the serial number, 1978, 142nd day of the year, 113th in production for the day, made in USA. Now back here, interesting. I guess this tuning mechanism must have failed at some point in time, so they replaced it, but the guy was smart enough to keep the original screw and the original, the tuning button here. So while it might look a little bit funky from the back, as you can tell from the front, it looks completely correct. Except for maybe, once you know about it, that. If you got a gold screw there, it would look fine. I guess it's a gold nut. The other issue back here is you can see what appears to look like a crack stemming from the screw hole there. But what that is somebody over-tightened that at one point in time, and it caused the finish, not the wood, to split in that manner. It's nothing you need to worry about. It's just purely cosmetic. The wood is structurally fine. So there we have it. A very nice Gibson Artisan. This is the second one that I've owned. And the first one I had, it actually had a flame top, so I kind of preferred that one, but this one has such a nice dark color. If you don't actually prefer that dark color, if you left this one out in the sun, that darkness would actually come off and it would be a more light colored. So that's what happened to my other one, because when I took the pick guard off on the other Artisan I had, it was this same color. So if you're not totally in love with the finish, you could always age it a little bit more to get it brighter. But overall, this is a gorgeous Les Paul. It's been refretted, so it's very easy to play. I would definitely suggest checking this one out. As always, you can visit my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Troglys, Troglys, where you can find my best price available on this guitar shipped to your door, as well as a quicker way to get a hold of me, whether you found this listing via Reverb or eBay. If you have any questions, please let me know. Other than that, here's the 1978 Gibson Les Paul Artisan.